This just in, we now know President Trump is set to meet Kim Jong Un of North Korea on Wednesday evening in Vietnam for the second North Korea summit. The U.S. is already, though, dialing back expectations on whether North Korea will actually get rid of its nukes. Retired General Jack Keane expressed his skepticism yesterday.
The Trump administration has come to the realization that for a country that spent 15 years acquiring nuclear weapons and now is a bona fide nuclear power with ballistic missiles is not going to denuclearize them, disarm all of them in 2 years. They realize that that is unrealistic objective. I don't believe we're going to get what we've wanted from the first summit on, which is a inventory of their weapons, a timetable to support denuclearization, and a commitment for independent observers. I believe the administration has pulled back from that.
Joining me now is retired Brigadier General Anthony Tata. Sir, great to see you, sir. What is your expectations of the summit?
Great to see you too, Liz. Well, I know that Kim Jong Un has committed to an inventory and the inspectors. So, I know Jack Keane, and he's a great friend and a great leader. I just have a different view on this, in that the Trump administration from day one, I don't think ever expected Kim Jong Un to all of a sudden say, here are all my nuclear weapons, let's destroy them tomorrow.
Well, the president has been tweeting that, though, right? Hasn't the president said that?
My viewpoint on what the president is saying is that, he places a lot on relationships and trust between two people. And I think that he senses security in the relationship he has with Kim Jong Un, and with good reason. We haven't had a nuclear test in 18 months, missile fired in 15 months. The remains have been returned. 20 inspection stations along the DMZ have been dismantled, along with minefields. They're opening up the business center, the joint business center between South Korea and North Korea. Kim Jong Un has purged some people that are resisting the drive toward unification on the peninsula. So all the indicators are there that Kim Jong Un means business, is serious about this.
Purging is a terrible thing, but General, to your point, the foreign policy experts are saying that essentially this is one position, that the North Korean leader will never, ever get rid of his nukes because, so long as the U.S. has a presence in that part of the world, there's no way that North Korea will ever get rid of its nukes so long as the U.S. is there. Your take on that?
Yeah, so I think the choice of Vietnam as a venue is brilliant, because it was a once divided country that is now unified and thriving economically. And so they're going to go to this once divided country and see what the opportunities are for North and South. And then they're going to go back to, Kim Jong Un will go back on his train up to North Korea and have a vision of what can happen. And let's remember, Liz, that he came into office with a vision of having an economically prosperous nation and also being a nuclear power. And it's not unrealistic to believe that he's actually quite smart and will trade off one for the other and be remembered possibly as the one who led North Korea to this economic prosperity.
Yeah, that's the point.
That is possible.
He wants to be part of the economic community of nations. That's what North Korea, and that's what President Trump fully is aware of, right?
That's correct. And, when Secretary Pompeo went over there multiple times, he came back and and I've been in the DMZ, I've been to South Korea. They're very industrious people, and there's no reason that the South and the North can't be just alike, because they are the same people. They have the same ethic. They have the same agriculture, the same land and terrain. So there's no reason that one can't prosper, as the other has. And North Korea fully has that opportunity. It'll take a lot of investment in infrastructure for sure, connecting the small towns and the big cities and allowing for that kind of economy to grow.
General, thank you so much, and thank you for your service to our country. Come back soon.
Thank you, Liz.